Hello again, everybody. It's Brother Jerry again. In John 6:44, it says that no one can come to the Father unless they are drawn by the Father. No one can come to the Lord unless they're drawn by the Father. I remember before I was radically and mercifully and gloriously saved in September of 1970, that I had this compulsion to go out, and for many, many weeks I would go out in the middle of the night, and it was usually in the middle of the night and when nobody else was around, and I would walk and walk and walk, and I would go out in the midst of storms, and I can remember hollering up at God and saying, God, if you're real, then cause a lightning bolt to hit the tree across the street and I'll give you my life. I remember going out and asking God to send comets across the sky to prove. I asked him to speak to me. I asked him to touch me. I asked him on perfectly calm nights. One time I asked him to shake a tree. One night I asked him to throw a rock down the street. All of those things. The point was this: I had this compulsion to talk to God, to seek him, to somehow draw into that place where I could find his presence. And in Psalm 5, another one of my favorite Psalms, I want you to listen to just some of the verses. And it says, my voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. That's my favorite time to get up and seek the Lord, is to start my day with the Lord. In the morning I will direct it to you. But as for me, I will come into your house in the multitude of your mercy. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness. Because of my enemies, let all those rejoice who put their trust in you. Lead me in your righteousness because of my enemies. Lead me in your righteousness because of my enemies. What an astounding thought that is. Let those who trust in you, let them ever shout for joy because you defend them. I don't know what you're going through today, but I want you to understand God is our great, loving, and awesome and mighty, unconquerable defender. Let those who love your name be joyful in you. For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous. With favor you will surround him with a shield. And I was going through this psalm not too long ago, and you ever have times when you just fall into that dry place and into that place where you can't seem to find that presence, and it's almost as if I'd fallen back into that place where I couldn't sense him or feel him, but I knew he was there, and I didn't want to run out and ask him to throw rocks down the street. I'm now his child. I wanted him to somehow manifest his presence to me. But to do that, I have to draw near to him. He said, if you'll draw near to me, if you'll seek me first, then I'll draw near to you. And I got into Psalm 5 and I went, as for me, I will come unto your mountain. Yes, Lord, I do it again now. As for me, I will magnify your name. I exalt you, Lord. As for me, in the multitude of mercy, I will worship you. I won't be afraid. Hallelujah, Lord. As for me, I will not give into darkness. As for me, I will not forget to pray. As for me, I will trust in all you've promised. In the river of your mercy, freedom reigns. In your righteousness, Father, lead me on. In your sanctuary, I'll abide. Through your faithfulness, I will overcome. You are my defender and my God. Yes, you are, Lord. No weapon formed against me can prosper, Lord. I worship you today, Lord. I pray for those watching this, God, that you would break every stronghold, God. Overwhelm them with your presence right now, Lord. As for me, I will rise up every morning. As for me, in your presence I will sing. As for me, let my enemies take warning. I'm your child, and you will fight for me. In your righteousness, Father, lead me on. In your sanctuary I'll abide. Through your faithfulness I will overcome. You are my defender and my God. In your righteousness, Father, lead me on. In your sanctuary I'll abide. Through your faithfulness I will overcome. You are my defender and my God. You are my defender and my God. You are my defender and my God. Yes, you are, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Run to the Lord. He's that mighty strong tower. He's impenetrable. Run into Him. Run over everything that else is in your way. He will lift you up on wings of eagles, and He'll cause you to soar above those things. In His righteousness, He will lead you on if you will simply call out to Him, seek Him. He loves you. He loves you. Isn't it awesome to be in the presence of somebody that loves you? Thank you for listening. God bless you.